Well, as we head into the new year, we are opening up the viewer email bag to see what is on your mind and answer some of your money questions. And joining us live is our money and business expert, Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thank you so much for being here with us.
My pleasure, Morgan. Great to see you.
All right, let's just get right into these questions. Our first one is from Rhonda in Frisco. She asks, Bitcoin is now at record highs. Is it a good time to invest? I just don't want to lose a bunch of money.
Rhonda, I don't blame you there, and you're not alone. Bitcoin has risen dramatically. Here's the key, though. I think there may be room for it to go even further, and people deal with FOMO, fear of missing out, in different ways. Here's the best way to invest in Bitcoin. First of all, only put in what you can afford to lose, but add it in gradually every single month. That way you're not making too big of a bet, putting too big of a lump sum in at one time. If you average it out, it helps reduce your risk, and you can still buy into it and possibly make some gains over the long term.
All right, good advice there. Let's look at Shirley in Arlington's question. She writes, everyone says to diversify your money, but what if I want to invest in individual stocks? What is the best way to do that?
Shirley, great question. And again, you want to diversify. And the key there is if one stock or one investment doesn't do well, the other portfolio does pretty well and it averages out the risk. But if you want to buy individual stocks, here's what I would have you do. Think about the products and services that you personally like. Let's say, for example, you love to eat at Chipotle all the time, and you ask yourself, well, so many other people do as well. That might be a good stock to buy, or Starbucks, or Nvidia, or IBM, or Apple. Think about the products you like, and that way it makes it fun to invest, and you track it while you're using the product itself. You're making money at the same time.
All right, now to Jim in Fort Worth, who wrote an email. My daughter is 14 and I'm thinking about college. I've heard you talk about an education empowerment fund. How does that work?
Yeah, Jim, so many people get focused just on college. Now, keep in mind, 10 years ago, college was the only path. And if you didn't go there, people looked at you weird and really you were misunderstood. Nowadays, as many people don't go to college as go to college. So I call this an education empowerment fund, not an education savings fund. And the key is you want to have money available. And let's say your son or daughter wants to start a business while they're in high school, or they want to go to trade school, or they want to take a YouTube course on making money, for example, or launching a business. That money can help invest in them before they get to college. It can also pay for college as well, but it gives your child options. It doesn't lock them into just one thing. It's very, very popular right now.
All right, and for the last question, I want to be very clear. I did not write this, okay? But someone else named Morgan in Dallas asked, I've got a job offer with a $15,000 higher salary, but I've heard the boss is a real jerk. I need the money, but I don't want the headache. What should I do?
That is such a great question, and it's such an honest question. Whoever Morgan is out there, you know, what you want to look at is, while the money is good, the culture is what you bring home to your family. And so many people want to make more money, but I would ask you to really seriously consider, is the money worth the headaches? You may want to think about, look, here's what I would do if I were you, Morgan, is take the offer and shop it around to some other jobs and say, look, I've got a job offer. If you can match this, and it's a company whose culture is great and the people are good and you love the boss, that may be a better option and have much less headaches and more money in your bank account.
All right, a great answer for a great question with someone with a great name. Awesome. Money and business expert Derrick Kinney, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure. Thank you, Morgan.